$0 per month, $400 per month, $8,000 per month. They all have the same skill set. So why is this one earning so much, this one so little, and this one nothing at all? If you have a skill and you'd like to learn how to monetize those skills, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to identify your monetizable skills, how to package those skills, how to build trust, and how to land clients that will pay for those skills. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Victoria Inebili. I post practical tips and guides to help you grow your brand, career, and income using social media and AI. Now let's get back to monetizing your skills. Now, the first thing to do here is to identify your monetizable skill. A monetizable skill is a skill that people can be willing to pay for. It could be that you're skilled at optimizing resumes, writing articles, helping people choose their career path, mentorship, and so on. The point here is a monetizable skill is a skill that somebody can be willing to pay for. To decipher your monetizable skill, ask yourself questions like, what do people ask me for help with repeatedly? What can I do faster or better than an average person? Have I ever helped someone to achieve a result? Would a business save time, save money, and reduce stress by paying me for this? Can I teach it, do it for someone, or build a product around this? These are very good questions that will help you discover what your monetizable skill is. In general, most monetizable skills fall into three categories: service, knowledge, and products. Under service, this is you doing something for people. It could be that you're managing somebody's page, copywriting, and the likes. Under knowledge, this is you teaching people. So it could be coaching, mentorship, and the likes. While for products, you use that skill that you have, you build something, and then you sell it repeatedly. It could be that you made a template, ebooks, and so on. To make it easier for you to decide your monetizable skill, make two lists. The first one, list out all the things that you think you're good at, right? After analyzing yourself, asking yourself those questions I mentioned earlier, list out all the things that you think you're good at, and then make a second list of things that people are willing to pay for. For example, people are willing to pay for sales, lower cost, career growth, entertainment, better health, and so on. The essence of making these two lists is to now check where things overlap. Oftentimes, where things overlap is your monetizable skill. For example, if you're good at writing, businesses in general need customers. You can monetize your ability through things like copywriting, email marketing, content writing, or social media management. A skill does not have to be extraordinary for it to be monetizable. It just has to be able to solve a problem that people can be willing to pay for. Now, the next thing is to get people to pay you. To get people to pay you, you have to learn something called packaging. Packaging is what differentiates the people with skills that get paid and the ones that do not get paid. You have to learn to package your skill in terms of outcome because that is what people pay for. For example, brands hire brand strategies or social media managers, not just because of the name, but because of the outcome that they hope to get. They want better brand awareness, more time, more leads, and so on. So they hire a social media manager in hopes of that outcome. Two social media managers could be able to do the same thing, but what gets one hired is the ability to communicate these skills in terms of outcome. So you sell the outcome and not the skill. You sell the outcome because that is just what everybody wants to know. If I'm going to pay you for something, I simply just want to know the result, what I'm going to get. That is outcome. If you're able to package your skills and sell in terms of outcome, then you're able to get clients. You're able to get people to pay you. So once you know your monetizable skill, the first thing to do is to turn it into result. The framework is simple. I help who achieve result. What result? By providing the service, right? That's your skill set there. So who do you help? The outcome and the service, your monetizable skill. You can also go further to define exactly what people get from patronizing you. So for example, a social media manager could define things like working with me gets you 12 content per month covering growth, community, and conversion pillars, and monthly analytic report, and so on. The point here is if you can define exactly what people get for paying you, then it makes it easier for people to pay you. Once people understand what they are paying you for, that clarity makes it easier for them to decide. Another thing for you to decide is how much your services are worth. You also need to keep working on evidence that shows that you can actually deliver what you claim to be able to deliver. If you're putting out content about your monetizable skill, your content should always directly or indirectly answer these three questions. Number one, does this content help show that I can solve a problem? Does it show that I have done it before or have experience? Does it make people trust me? These three questions are very important because you're trying to put yourself out there for people to pay you for your monetizable skill. Contents like case studies, testimonials, educational content, all of these fall under this category. They help you build trust, and you have to be very intentional about how you package this content. So the main strategy here in terms of packaging is, do not just sell what you do, sell what changes after you do what you do. Because people don't pay for your skills, they pay for the outcome that your skill creates. Now, the next thing is finding customers, and I've touched this a bit. Remember when I talked about you posting content? That is one way to attract customers, right? Your content is one way that you can attract customers, to help customers discover you. You have to be consistent when it comes to putting out this content. You have to be very consistent, and you have to focus more on results, focus more on building trust, focus more on showing that you are capable rather than just force selling. While you're doing those things, you can also do an outreach. So instead of just waiting for people to discover you, you are now taking yourself to where your clients are. You can do this in several ways. One, you can research businesses that need your help and then send them a personalized message. If you have no idea how to go about this, you can let me know in the comment section and I'll make a video just for that. Two, ask your network. I believe that every human being on earth have friends and families. Those are your immediate network. You can tell a friend. Word of mouth can actually go a long way in helping you reach your clients. I personally run a social media management agency, and my very first client came through word of mouth. I told a family member, I told friends, and my very first client came through word of mouth, and that client has been paying consistently for months, right? So do not underestimate how far word of mouth can go in terms of family and friends. You also want to ensure that you're present at where your clients might be. Your clients are human beings. They attend events, they are in communities and other gatherings, right? If you're really intentional about monetizing your skill, one thing you can do is to attend events that you likely see the people that you want to work with. Attend those events, try to connect or join communities. It could be virtual communities, it could be physical communities, it could be physical events or virtual events. Just be in places that your clients might likely be and try to connect and speak up, talk about the outcome of what you do. If you've been following up to this point, you'd realize that the framework is very simple. The first thing you need to do is identify your monetizable skill. The second thing you need to do is learn how to package those skills in such a way that people feel the need to pay you for it. The third thing to do is to put yourself out there, build visibility around what you do. And the fourth thing to do is to do an outreach, right? Try to reach out to your clients as you're waiting for them to discover you. Also try to put yourself in front of their faces, and then continue proving yourself, and you definitely land your first clients. And once you land your first clients, it's very easy for you to get more clients. If you enjoyed this video, follow my page for practical tips to help you build your brand, income, and career through social media and AI.